Hey, what's up, everyone? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having an amazing week. And today, I want to tell you about the lessons I've learned during the past 4 years of my crazy journey. The other day, I told you guys my story about how I went from being a mechanical engineer working in the oil and gas industry to traveling the world full time and owning a six-figure marketing agency and just being able to really live the life that I love. And the reaction from you guys was amazing. I got so many messages, and I'm so happy that my stories able to inspire you guys in some way to take action, to keep moving forward, to grow your businesses. And that makes me so happy. It fills my heart, and it just makes me want to keep going even more. So today, I want to tell you about the lessons I've learned during these past few years. And it was really hard to come down to 7 lessons because there's so many things that I can talk about here, and there's so many lessons around building a business and following your dreams, and it was really hard. So I was able to push it down to 7 lessons I have learned during this crazy journey, this crazy entrepreneurial journey. And I want to tell you something funny. So when I was little, I met this lady that read the tarot and the stars, like they read and tell you your future and all these things. And I was very skeptical. I was like, this is weird. And she told me something that probably was on purpose, right? Like it was the whole world, destiny, whatever it is, put that in my path on purpose. She told me, like, I don't know, 15 years ago, she said, you will never have your own business. Your personality is not made to have your own business. You will never be your own boss. You will never boss anyone around else. And I was small, and it just changed my whole life. I kept thinking about it over and over again. And then when I started my own business, I was like, oh crap, do you think that I'm going to fail just because she said that I was not made for entrepreneurship? And it's weird because I'm like, well, I'm doing it, and I'm going against whatever she said to me 15 years ago. And I just find it funny that she said that to me, and then 20 years later, I'm here and I have a very successful, profitable business. I help people all around the world. And I'm like, I wish I could go back then and tell myself and tell her that that is not true. But I bet it was part of the plan. Like her saying that to me changed my life completely. So, all right, 7 lessons that I've learned. Guys, the number one lesson that I learned as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, is that you cannot do things by yourself. You cannot do everything. When we start building our own business, yeah, we don't have a budget, so we cannot hire anyone, and we try to do everything ourselves. We're juggling the content creation, the automations, the funnels, the ads. We're juggling everything. And the problem is that we spend so much time trying to figure something out that we shouldn't be doing. And we're taking away time from delivering our superpower to the world. So if you're a coach, if you're an influencer, if you're a course creator, you should be implementing all of your time, concentrating all of your effort into putting your superpower out there, because that is your responsibility. You have the responsibility to take that superpower that you have to solve someone else's problem and put it out there and solve their problem. And if you're spending your time trying to figure out how to send an automated sequence on your autoresponder, then you're wasting your time, and you're actually making a disservice to the rest of the world. So the fact is that when I started, I thought I could do everything by myself. I thought I could learn everything, I could do everything. And then at one point, I was so burnt out. I was like, okay, I need help. And then the transition from doing things myself to delegating was one of the hardest things I ever did in my career. It was so hard to let go of the things that I thought I'm the only one that's good at this, to letting someone else take over and do it. That was so hard. But once I realized that it was really easy to delegate, man, everything became so much easier. And I was able to really put all my energy into my superpower and let my team do the things that they love doing, and that's their superpower, but I hate doing. For example, I do not like posting on social media. I love going live, I love doing videos, but please do not tell me to post something on social media, because I don't like it. I don't like it. And I used to spend all my energy and effort into posting on social media until I said, you know what? No more. I'm going to hire someone. And it's so cool. It's so cool to just delegate whatever you're not into. All right. So that's lesson number one. You can't not do everything yourself, and just hire people. And it's the best thing you can ever do. Now, the second thing that I learned along the way is we need to listen to our customers' feedback. Most of the times we think that our course, our product is the best thing under the sun. And we don't even ask anyone like, hey, would you buy this? But the problem is that when we think that we have the best product under the sun without getting feedback from others, what is going to happen is that you're going to spend a lot of time, a lot of effort into creating that content, into creating that online course, that service, whatever it is. And then when you launch it, crickets. And that's the worst thing that can happen to you. I remember when I started, people told me, you need to create an online course. So since I started how to become a social media manager, I created a course on social media management, which I hate. And I spent 6 months creating an online course without even asking anyone what they wanted, what their questions were, if they were willing to buy my course. And then when I tried to sell it, nothing. I threw away 7 months of my life to the trash. So always listen to your customers' feedback. And even so, this is for before you launch and after you launch. For example, in our agency, we help coaches, influencers, course creators launch their products and get that visibility online. And one essential part of our business is to listen to our old clients and ask them, hey, what did you like about working with us? What didn't you like? What would you improve? And we take that feedback and fix whatever they didn't like, so we can give a better experience to our next clients. So things like, hey, at the beginning, it was so hard to communicate with our clients, and we tried Trello, we tried Messenger, we tried so many things until after our clients telling us, hey, I have no idea how to manage Trello, I have no idea how this works. We said, okay, then let's simplify it. And we moved over to Google Drive. And now everything works fine. So listen to your customers' feedback, all right? Now, the third lesson that I learned along the way is don't be afraid to play big, okay? Don't be afraid to start small, but dream big, right? Start small, start little by little. Keep dreaming big and keep having your goals to become the most amazing person you can ever be. But start little by little. The most important thing for you to do right now is to actually start. It doesn't matter how big or small, just freaking start. Go ahead and take the first step. You've been dreaming about traveling for years and years. Well, go and buy the ticket. Go and start a savings account so you can buy that ticket. But instead of just dreaming, take little steps towards that dream, right? So what I do is I put my goals in front of me. I have a board in front of me, and I put these big goals, right? Like, I'm going to start my new business, or I'm going to travel to Asia, whatever it is, the dream. And every day I ask myself, what am I doing today to get a little bit closer to that dream, to get a little bit closer to that goal, right? Don't be afraid to start small. What's important is to start. Once you start, it's like the snowballs. It doesn't matter how small they are. If you start rolling them, they will get big and big and bigger and bigger and bigger and become this huge ball. The most important thing is for you to make that initial ball and start rolling it. All right. Now, guys, the fourth thing, what you see is what you get. What does that mean? And I deal with these with my clients all the time. What you see is what you get. So if you have a business, if you have a product, and you yourself don't believe in your gut that your product is the best thing out there, that everybody needs to have it, that everybody deserves to buy that product and go through it and it will solve their problems, then they won't. Like, if your business is messy, people will see it. If you don't believe in your product, people will see it and they won't believe it either. So it all starts with you. It all starts right here, right now. How are you feeling about your products? How are you taking control of your life and your business? And then whatever profit you get is going to be a mirror of that. So start with yourself. How are you taking care of yourself? Are you exercising every morning? Are you drinking enough water? Are you learning every single day? Are you reading books? Because your self-confidence and how you feel inside is how your audience is going to feel about you. So I get this with my clients all the time. They're like, yeah, I know I can offer something good, but I don't know if my product is going to sell. Well, I'm like, well, if you have that kind of mindset, your product is never going to sell. You need to truly believe in yourself, in your product, in your business, so others can believe in it. All right. Now, the fifth thing is, guys, I want you to give away your best stuff. Okay. I want you to give your very best out there for free. Just don't be afraid to go out there and give so much value, because I get it. When I started, I used to really kind of separate the best for only the people that was paying me, and then for free I was just giving whatever, right? I was creating lead magnets. I was like, just write whatever and give that for free, and then when they buy, I'll give them my best. Big mistake. Don't ever do that. You have to give away your very best stuff, so that when people actually see that thing that you're giving for free and they say like, oh my God, this is amazing, I need more of that, right? And this is something I had to learn the hard way. I was just putting whatever out there for free, and guess what? I was getting crappy leads. I was getting tire kickers that would not show up to my calls. I was getting people that just wanted free stuff and didn't really appreciate what I was doing. So I realized that by giving my very best away for free, I would attract my ideal client, people that really appreciate what I was doing, that really understood what I was doing. And that just made my business grow so much. Because if you show up and your content is valuable and you're giving your very best, then the right people are going to come to you and say, hey, I want more of that. So give your very best for free. Just don't be afraid. What makes you and your business unique is you and your story. So don't worry about people taking your best content away. They're not you. They don't have your personality. They don't have your charisma. They don't have your story that connects with your audience in a personal level. Okay? All right. The sixth thing, I'm almost over. The sixth thing that I learned along the way is never stop learning. Okay, we as entrepreneurs, we go through these learning phase, and I want to warn you because there's a limit to everything. Never stop learning. Always keep reading books and keep going to courses, going to masterminds. But there's a limit to it, okay? Because there's always this phase that we have, that we buy courses and we learn and we learn and we learn. And when do we implement? Okay, when do we take action? When do we stop that learning to actually go and implement and get results? So never stop learning, but never stop implementing either. All right, buy courses and implement it. Make sure that you don't give up before you can actually have the results that you need. Okay, always keep growing and learning and going to masterminds and keep evolving. Don't get stuck in always the same kind of learning. If you already learned how to build audiences on Facebook, then move on to the next thing. How do I retarget? How do I create lookalike audiences, right? So keep growing, keep expanding. Your brain is such an amazing organ that can receive information over and over and over and keep expanding and keep learning. Okay, so never stop learning. Never. Keep reading. Okay, I read every single morning, 15 minutes a day minimum, and that just gives me so much energy to keep going and to implement new things. All right, right now I'm listening to Influence, one of the greatest books about psychology and how to get people to buy. Super recommended. Influence. All right, now the last thing that truly has changed my life in the past 4 years in this entrepreneurial journey that I've had, this crazy journey from going from a mechanical engineer to a 6-figure agency owner, traveling the world full time. The one thing, like out of the 7 lessons that I've told you, out of the 7 lessons, this is the one that I want you to listen to, that I want you to implement, that I want you to think about every single day. You need to surround yourself with the right people that will lift you up, okay? I know when I started this journey and I started doing things online, my friends thought that I was doing something illegal. Nobody understood what I was doing. It was crazy. And so I had to kind of put a wall here to those. I love them and I still spend a lot of time with them, but I had to go and search for people that understood me. You need to be part of a community of people that are in the same journey as you, that want the same goals. And okay, so there's different people that you need to surround yourself with. People that are going in that journey with you, and people that are so far away, like they already got to that place where you want to be. All right, so for example, I'm going to Boise at the end of March for a mastermind with Chad Thibodeau. He's he's the best coach out there, and I completely recommend him, any of his events, because he makes these small events where he teaches, and he's already a 2 Comma Club award winner. He's a coach. He has taken so many people to success, and he puts together in a house 10 to 15 entrepreneurs that are in the same journey, that are already successful, and just being there with people that understand you, that push you forward, that encourage you to keep going, that know what needs to be done to get to your goals. That is gold. Okay, like going to events like Funnel Hacking Live. Guys, there's a Funnel Hacking Live coming in September. Go. Don't think about it. You will go there and surround yourself with people that have the energy, that know where they're going, and that changes you. It changes your life. It changes your business to surround yourself with the right type of people. So being part of masterminds and believe me, that's when you're going to make the connections that will take your business to the next level. I promise you, that will change your business so much, so much. And I know I'm an introvert. And for me, it's really hard to network. But as always, we need to get out of our comfort zone to be able to get to where we want to be. And it's not always easy. I always say, if it was easy, everybody would be a millionaire, but it's not easy. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. I am an introvert, and it's freaking hard for me to talk to people in events and on Messenger and on Facebook groups. It's so hard, but that's what it takes. And if you're willing to do what it takes to be successful, that's when you will make it, right? So surround yourself with the right people that will lift you higher, that will stop pushing you over, that will stop giving you bad advice. Just go with the right people. All right, guys, that is it for today for the Call to Soul Machine show. I hope that my 7 lessons inspire you and help you along your way. And I would love to know, like, what are the lessons that you've learned that you will like me and other entrepreneurs to know? I would love to know. So let me know in the comments. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next episode of the Call to Soul Machine show. Bye, guys.